Oh. Come on. 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 Gosh, this really does take a long time before it comes on. I'm waiting for it to come on, and it just isn't doing. Waiting for Captain Mustard. Waiting for Captain Mustard. Oh, where could he be? Oh, 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 oh. Waiting for Captain Mustard. Where could he be? Oh, 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 oh. Waiting for Captain Mustard. That's me. Ba 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 bam bam ba bam. Oh. I'm gonna do it like ba 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 bam bam ba bam. Oh. Da 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 dan 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 dan. Oh. I'm going to bum on the microphone. Oh, right. Can I do this at the same time? Yes. Hello, 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 hello. Got there in the end. That bit of a clonk there, this sort of is getting progressively harder every time I hit myself over the head with the frying pan. Who'd have thought anybody would do that? Oh, but it just makes such a satisfying sound, doesn't it? Oh, but I'm going to stop now because it's starting to hurt. Gosh, what a lovely evening. What a lovely evening. So this evening, I shall be doing some cooking because it's something I quite like to do in the kitchen. I shall be doing some chatting. I shall be doing some all sorts of things really, but no more bonking myself over the bones with the frying pan. I'll save that for somebody else to do, I think. Oh gosh. Quickly then, could somebody tell me how the sound is? Is the sound okay? I could do with knowing that the sound is good rather than bad. I want the sound to be good and I don't want the sound to be bad. So, right, let's just have a quick sit down and see who is here today. It's a rather quick one, really. Normally, I would hang around quite a bit and just talk nonsense for a while until I gave up talking nonsense and the nonsense detector stopped working. But tonight, I'm not going to bother. Honestly, I'm just not quite as well prepared tonight as I like to be, as you see me dashing around looking for the things that I should have to hand, but I haven't. So, can you see me? Yes, you can. I was going to wonk that, though, isn't it? Not that wonks bother me. I don't really mind a wonky thing. But I don't really want that falling off, because this tripod is kind of cheap. And the kind of cheap that is related to nasty. Cheap and nasty. Yes, it's the whole deal. Right then, let's see who's here tonight before I start taking too much care of that mince that I've just bunged in the pan. Me is here. Captain Mustard's, basically Project Nigel. The same person. And I was one of the very first people to do the honourable thing of liking the live stream just in case it's any good. And I would encourage you all to do the same thing. Peter P is here. Hello, Peter P. Jimmy Mighty Quinn. Hello, Jimmy Mighty Quinn. Oh, and also, as I've just seen the Greenwood, let's go to live chat and go to live chat on here as well. All messages, it says. So I don't really miss anything off. Good evening, all, and hello to Mustard, says the Greenwood. Saw this quote today and thought I would share. Sitting alone is better than walking with the wrong people. Gosh, I have to agree with that one for sure. A very good evening, Mustard and everyone, says Andrew Buttigieg. Welcome to the live stream, Andrew Buttigieg. And hello, 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 hello. Phantom asks, what is your tattoo? What is your tattoo? Well, my tattoo is my tattoo, isn't it? It's stuck on my arm and it doesn't peel off. I was hoping it would just come off after 3 weeks, but it hasn't. It's been there for 30 years. Terrible mistake. Actually, I don't really mean that, but it is the only one I've got, and it is just simply, it's a bit like, I'll show you a bit more close up if you like. It's 4 circles intertwined. There's a design of my friend Rob, the tattoo artist, who's still doing tattoos now. That was one of his very, very first tattoos. And I bet if I go down the road, less than half a mile away from here, he'll be tattooing right now because he loves doing it. Hi, Phantom. Hi, Peter. Tracy. Peter, Emma would love that bonking sound. I liked it too. As it goes, I liked it too. In fact, I like it so much, I might even consider doing one of those. Quite often, I press this button on the live stream where you can save a clip, but it saves it as unlisted, and then you can make it listed and show people afterwards. And I never really use them, but this time I might do. That's what I should do, isn't it? Because then I can basically just go to that clip, just cut the bit out that I really want, and make a video of the best bits of the live stream, if I can be bothered. As it goes, there's an awful lot of things I haven't done that with. Remember the jokes from last week? I said, if you tell us some jokes, I'll cut them out and I'll make shorts of them. And I didn't get around to it. I'm sorry about that. I meant to, but I just get distracted with so many other things. I don't exactly do nothing with my time. I do lots of things with my time, and I don't remember to do that. So I will do. It's shit, says Jimmy Quinn. Wonder what's that? The sound is fine. Thank you very much. Hooked on Classics is here. Yes. Thank you very much, Simone, for joining me. 403 hours too, asks Simon. Well, good question. It's not. It's 403 hours to go. What could this be? Should I reveal the answer, or would somebody like to guess? Would somebody like to guess what that actually means? Because it does actually mean something. And I think there should be a prize for anyone who can guess it. And the prize could be, a dedicated pump. I know how much you all like them. So I don't really want to just give it away, do I? No, I don't really want to just give it away. But if you don't guess by 9 o'clock, I'm just going to tell you, okay? Hello, Simone. Hi, Simon. Hello, all. Tulsa. What's Tulsa? Hi, Simon. Hi, Trace. Hi, Simon. How are you all? Full of beans, I hope. Simon, Peter, sleepy. And we've caught up with the hellos. I clonked one of my daughters on the head with a frying pan once, says the Greenwood. And the clonk sound was something from slapstick comedy or cartoon. And no doubt, you thought, I like that sound. Do you mind coming back over here and I'll give you another little knock on the head with this frying pan? Oh, did you do that? Did you? I would have done. Well, the best thing is just to do it to yourself, because then you know exactly how hard to hit yourself with the pan, and you are in control of it. And if you don't want to do it, you can just stop. Sleepy is good, means you're using energy, say Smashing Pistons to Andrew Buttigieg. 403 hours to monetization, asks Simon. Well, yes, exactly. Sort of. No. In another 403 watch hours, I will have enough watch hours to be able to open up that part of the channel where we can have memberships and things like that. And I'd like to do it. I'd like to do it. I really would. Because you might wonder, why am I messing about with this channel? I've already got a monetized channel. I've got a channel where people watch it. If I do a live stream on there, people watch it. A lot more than they do here, so why would I bother? Well, the answer is simple. Very simple indeed. And that is, this channel is for all the other escapades and things I do. There's an awful lot of things I do that really don't suit the Nigel channel. Even the other week, when Neil fit the exhaust to Boaty's car, I kind of thought this channel's getting quite a lot of stuff like that, and that would probably be best off over here, because it's more of just another thing going on that would suit this. Yeah, of course you understand. Now, why aren't my onions still on? I've switched my onions off. I'm sorry. Right, tonight, by the way, I'm making another very simple beef curry. Very simple, completely, probably not traditional anywhere ever. But I do things my own way. As you know, I don't pick the rule book up and think, right, what should I do today? No, I haven't even got the rule book. I don't ignore it. I've never ripped the rule book up. I just never bought it. I went into the library once. I thought, I'm interested in a book. What book should I buy? Somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, why not buy the rule book? And I said, no, I don't want that one. Right, so 403 hours until Pacific Daylight Time, says Mike Litterus. Oh, and then he's gone. Boaty channel, no, little under 70 days to something. 403, Ujuj is here. 403 hours equals 2 weeks, 2 days and 19 hours, I think. Maybe you're doing UK tour all that amount of time. You're doing the world's slowest cooking ever to beat a record. No, I've already given you the answer. Ujuj, yay, I win a prize. Yes, you do, Simon, you do. But this prize hasn't really finished cooking yet. But it will. Well done, Simon, says our moderator, Greenwood. Yes, I almost forgot you were called then. If it doesn't do a personal jump for you, I shall award you a belch on Tuesday's live stream, Smashing Pistons. Consider yourself honoured there. Ujuj, hello, Lily Simone, Tracy Andrews. Hello. It was particularly most excellent one, Simon. A personal pump, is that Simon's bag? Asks Simone. Nope. So, it's a traditional mustard curry. Yeah, it is actually a traditional mustard curry. Indeed. Smashing Piston says, I drew number 9 once, and then someone knocked at the door. When I came back, the 9 had gone, and a 6 had appeared. That sounds, that's spooky. Groovy, baby. Steve W's here and says, 403 hours till your next ovulation. No. I've just told you anyway, haven't I? Would you like to watch a bit of cooking going on? You might as well, haven't you? Because that is what's going on. Oh yeah. Yeah, cooking. So, last week I made this kind of Madras biryani type crossover sauce with beef mince, and it was just fantastic. And the next day I had some at work, had some in a plastic pot. It was lovely, but I kept thinking, it needs something else, and that one thing is quite simply potatoes. Yeah, and I can't remember whether I did that one in another live stream. Now, my live streams would have to be, my cooking would have to get a lot more adventurous for the live stream to really work, wouldn't it? But, you know, I don't really want to be contrived. I want to just cook what I feel like. I want to cook something that I want to eat afterwards, and I will want to eat this. I want to feel like I can't lose by being in the kitchen. Yeah, I do. You can't even see the pan there, can you? So that's pointless. Let's put it on this one. I mean, does anybody really want to see a pan? Do you want to see a pan? Do you want to see a pan of this? Right, so spice mixes. Let's choose them wisely. Choose them wisely. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, keema spice mix, Bombay biryani. Which one? Or akagosh, no, a madras and biryani. I'm going to do the same thing again, but with the potatoes, of course. Once this is cooked quite nicely, I shall start to add spice mixes and ginger and pepper. What else? Oh, tomatoes. You always have tomatoes in a curry, don't you? Well, you do if it's an Indian curry, then yeah. In the Chinese style curries, no, just doesn't really appear, does it? And that and a bunch of other things make it a very different flavour altogether. Altogether now, I'm going to go and sit back down again for the moment. I do love a nice sit down. Now, I've got this funny thing here, because today, whilst moving some stuff around, I had myself a right good scrape on some stinging nettles. Like a really good, properly got hold of me and attacked me, they did, in the yard. They're disgraceful things. They just shouldn't do that, but they do, and they did. So I'm a bit kind of conscious of this stinging thing still going on there. I just hope it doesn't annoy you as much as it's annoying me. And lots of people have been commenting again. Yes, they have. Right, so hi Steve, hello, hi, hello Pingo, yum Simone, do. Her fruit said that, Dr. Coffer. I already had my dinner, chicken and cheesy white sauce with a fried egg, says Simone. That's quite an unusual one actually, isn't it? Chicken and a cheesy white sauce. Cheesy white sauce. Good evening, Captain Mustard. How's your day gone? I hope your day's gone well. Says Pinga Concord. Yes, it has gone well. I've had a very, very busy day. A very busy day indeed. I shall tell you if you like, or do you want to just wait until some video explains it all? But some of you who do Facebook and things like, well, they've already had some sort of clue of what I've been doing today, and it's been a good thing. It has. Back to the hellos. Yeah, her fruit. Welcome, her fruit. I don't think I know you. The real Captain Mustard says, smashing pistons. When are you going to learn to ride a motorbike and become the replacement for the second hairy biker? Never! Is the answer. Have you here? Hello. More hellos. Sup Andrew and Sim off Jeff. Sim off Jeff. Bonsoir, lovely Juge. How's your day going? Okay, Pingu. I have a driving shift tomorrow, says Simone. Early night for me, 6 a.m. start. I don't miss those days at all. Good evening, says Barry Scrotter. Lovely to see you, my good chap. My dinner was pizza and chips, utter junk food, but most enjoyable. Well, utter junk food, though maybe very nice. At least pizza, pizza's got cheese on it. Cheese is good for you. Plenty of door moving, Yes, indeed. In fact, I knew as soon as I posted a picture of it, there'd be somebody's not going to be entirely happy with me. But basically, going and weighing in some Rover doors. But they've been there for ages. They've been there, taking up space, and weighing stuff in means money. Not a lot of money, but you exchange metal for cash. And that's what I did. I'm going to bung in some extra cumin seeds. I love cumin seeds. Yeah, it wasn't one load. I used that trailer twice. Twice I filled it up. And now there aren't really many doors left. What's left are 2 R8 doors. And the only reason I left those 2 behind was because R8s are a lot rarer than 25s and 75s, as you know. And I've got 2 rust-free doors. And I can't really throw those ones away. So I'm going to just hang on to them a bit. Plus, they're stripped bare, and there's practically no weight to them. It's surprising how light they are. Whereas, now, I did actually bin a couple of Rover 25 doors that were 3-door variants, and with the glass and everything still in, they're actually really heavy. Oh, right, here we go. Way, there we go. Who's going to have that one then? Who's right at the bottom? Pingu! Pingu, congratulations. You've got yourself your own fart. I bet you're chuffed, aren't you? I bet you're well chuffed, little Pingu Concord, aren't you? I bet you're jumping up and down saying, yay, I've got mustard farts. I calmed down a bit, Pingu, because it's really not that exciting. I mean, I do it all the time. It's just the easiest thing in the world I could give to somebody is my gas. And I've given it to you. Use it wisely. Going through the fridge, going through the fridge, going through the fridge, going through the fridge, opening up the door of the fridge door. Well then, what we have here is a capsicum. Yeah, it's a lovely green pepper and a bag of chilies. Both of those are going to come in handy quite soon. This mince is now what I would call cooked, so I'm going to put the spice mix in. Can we see what I'm doing? Do you want to see what I'm doing? Do you care what I'm doing? If not, why are you here? How much of this should I bung in? Madras curry powder. Hot curry powder. That is. Now, for a change, I'm just going to simply use a spoon and say, that's too much. But it's not. You're right. And that in a mix, it's a lovely proper curry flavour. But the Bombay biryani is much more aromatic. And, oh yes, this is a very, very spicy curry indeed. I'm going to simply mix this up. Like so. There we go. Let it cook a little bit in the heat, and then before it burns, put it over the other side of the pan. And then before that burns, get the tomatoes in there. Because tomatoes as well, they just seem to, that spice mix seems to have soaked up all the oil from the mince. Not all of it, but some of it. There we go. Bunging the tomatoes into the. Yes, that's the kind of sound we like, isn't it? If I look confused, don't worry, I am. I'm not. Right, I just wanted that to mix up a bit further. Mix the tomatoes in, but you can't see what I'm doing, but you might not really want to do, but I'm going to show you anyway. Mixing the tomatoes in with that, and again the fizzing sound has fallen quiet, so let's turn that back up again. The hissing and the popping of the liquid in the oil, the hot oil. We want to do that again though, because it's the best part, isn't it? If you like that kind of thing. So let's get that heat back up there, back up, so it goes properly, a proper amount of heat to bung in the rest of the tomatoes. Are we ready? It's not as loud as I was expecting. Come on, come on, louder, 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 louder. A bit more. Might have helped if I'd have used the bigger ring. Yes, if you want lots of volume in your tomato cooking, use a big ring. I always do that. I'll then, with the what's left of the tomato juice inside the tin, just fill it up with water. Then you use up the rest of the tomatoes. Plus, it gives you a better idea on how long to cook it for, because you don't want to be drinking watery curry, but you don't want it to be dry. You don't want it to be as dry as toast. No, you want it to have some sort of sauce to it. And that will make that work. Come on. Next thing to do was going to be to do the chilies and all that malarkey, but I'll put some more of that water in there now, and then I'll just turn it back down again, because it's best being on a very, very low heat for a very, very long time. But in the meantime, I am going to cut up this pepper, and this pepper is going to go inside there, and then I'm going to sit down and have another chat with whoever wants to chat with me, because I like it. You know, I like being here, having a bit of a chat with everybody. It's great, you know. So it's fun. I don't know why I'm doing it, because the smell of green peppers in the afternoon. Oh, very good. Oh, by the way, good afternoon to everyone. Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whichever one it happens to be. I wish you well. I've just realised I'm not using the proper sharp knife. Normally, I've got my knife that I sharpen and sharpen and sharpen so that it just basically can slice through anything, and I'm not using it. And I don't know why. Right, we've got lots of lovely green peppers in there. There'll be plenty of time for them to cook properly so they go nice and soft and release their peppery flavour into the sauce. That's how we like it. That's how we do it. And, oh, potatoes as well. I could boil potatoes, but I don't really want to. I prefer actually to just peel the potato, cut it up into small bits and bung that in there. Might get a bit more yeast. Not yeast. Starch. Might get a bit more starch that way, but who cares? Hey? Whoa. Sorry, I know that's not quite as good as I thought, but I'm not. Pity Skip's not here. He'd be telling me off, wouldn't he, for having my hair out. Where are we up to? Where are we up to now? Whoa. Right, so when is a door not a door? When they're in the scrap, says Smashing Simons. Nice, Simon. I had garlic dip with cheese as well. Mustard, is there such a thing as a Project Nigel t-shirt? If so, where can I find one? There is such thing. Currently, there's only two. I have one, and Johnny Crook has one. And Johnny Crook wanted to do my merch for me. And what I did was I put a t-shirt on, showed it, as we needed to get 30 of them before we could actually do some sort of deal. We never got 30 people committing to buying one. But recently, after Neil came down here with a t-shirt with the yellow one, the yellow t-shirt with Pat Mustard on it, and told me how he did it, I thought, well, yeah, that's actually easy. Just go onto Amazon, and there are people who print t-shirts, and you can just have one, or you could have 10, or you could have none. And so I'm thinking the design I've been trying to see which one is the best, which I've forgotten about again over the past few days. I shall arrange it with that, and just basically, I think what I can do, hopefully, is take the commitment and then have it sent straight to the buyer. That would be the best way for me. Hi Barry, pretty productive day. I did sold some glass, driving lesson, and serviced my daughter's car. Not so shabby. Barry Squatter says, mustard the Romanians in our ST do scrap. They have a man with a child's pushchair who goes around spotting and collecting small things. That was a cheesy one. That's my life complete now, says Pingu. What's cooking, Captain? Asks, name me -1. And it is mustard speciality curry. The kind of curry that you wouldn't get in the shop because they don't sell it. No, but I make it. Curry with minced beef. It's a bit like having a keema, but without hurting any lovely little bar lambs. Bar lambs. Because I really don't want to. I don't want to eat them. Just cows. Cows. You're going to be in my stomach soon. God, it started tipping it down here. Weather don't know what to do, says Barry Squatter. Ooh, sounds like a fruity day indeed, Pingu, says a Jew. Evening, matron, says name me -1. I'm here because I like your funny little face, Mustard, says Barry Squatter. What a lovely thing for you to say. Hemorrhoid. Should you sprinkle some dried out hemorrhoids on top? Well, that's a nice idea, but no, I reckon you should leave the hemorrhoids out of it. Hope you're having a good day. Furry face, Barry. Furry face. The wonderful horseshoe is here. Hooray for the wonderful horseshoe. Hi, Mustard, how are you doing? Yes, I'm okay. Mr. Mustard seems to have a lot of curry. I bet he'd eat curried Weetabix. Well, it would make him nicer, wouldn't it? What's wrong with eating a lot of curry? Curry's great. Curry's nice. That's bubbling away a bit too much there again, I think. Does anybody not like curry? Well, I think if you don't like curry, there's something just a bit amiss. Oh, no, hang on. I tell you what, no. I was about to do the potato, but no, I'm going to insist on catching up with the comments first, because I'll be a little wild with the potato, and I don't really want to be a little wild with the potato. No. Bing. Pingu, not a bad day. Car fixed, exhaust pipe down. I've been putting up with the car 3 months now. Sounds great. I'm at work, says Barry Squatter. Adam Jamil is here. Hello, Adam Jamil. Please like the live stream. Ujuj says, Paul, what's going on with your t-shirt on your left side? It's like the microphone is clipped, but I can't see it with my eyes. Yes, I put it underneath. I don't want to alarm you all, but is there an ATM at Mustard Channel member sub? Is there anyone at the moment on a Mustard Channel? Is there anyone here at the moment a Mustard Channel member sub? Mustard Channel. You can't do it just yet. You can't do it just yet. I've got to get some more watch hours in before it is possible. And here we go. No, I don't want to force it. Excellent. Don't work too hard. Yeah, don't have channel members yet. Yes, thanks, Pingu. I won't. Trace, coloured balls. Mustard has the green stripe too. Has mustard been green? No, of course I haven't. Right. Well, no. Okay. It's a terrible shame what's happened to our Mr. Boaty friend. But what's happened to his channel can't really happen with mine because I don't have anything of anybody else's on here, do I? And although obviously Boaty was very careful to make sure he could actually do things or not, it is run by bots and software, and they don't really have that kind of ability to use any discretion. So they have rules. And that's simply it. It just can. I think he just went a bit wrong, really, and hopefully it'll be rectified soon. Yeah, no person. You imagine if the bigger the channel you have, the more likely you're going to have somebody that doesn't like you or really gets annoyed with you or something like that. So big channels, not channels like mine with 6,000 subscribers, but channels with 60,000, 600,000, a million. There are bound to be a few people that will do what they can to try and get that channel demonetized just for the crack, yeah? But it doesn't work. You can't just do it like that. No one person can make a channel demonetized. That's what I reckon. Right, so Smashing Pistons. What's the best kettle everyone has owned? We've only had a fast boiling Morphy Richards a while back. It was brilliant, but then one day it just stopped working. That's my story. That is an interesting story, actually, Simon. Hooked on Classic says, the only peppers I like are black, cracked, and peppermint gum. Ugh. Ooh. Who prefers strawberry milkshake to chocolates? Asks Pingu Concord. Not rude. Not a rude, Boaty type question. I mean, normal drinks. Well, chocolate, strawberries. Emma Lemon. Hey all, I'm on the train back from the Greenwood. Oh, all right. You had a visit today, did you? Excellent. Bloody Green Street Man. No, that's Saga. Told me all to know about him. Well, okay. That's yes. That's his new name, isn't it? Green Stripe Man. Yeah. Well, it was a great big fuss over very little, I'll say that. I concur, Master Simov Jeff. Hey, Emma, the writing was on the windscreen. I used street shirts, Mustard. Really easy to use. Were they on Amazon as well? This reminding anyone of the time that Boaty left alive on 8 hours plus just of his chair. 8 hours plus just of his chair. Right. Yeah, that was an exceedingly exciting live stream for many people. Pingu, are you interested in trains, Miss Lemon? Yeah. I've spotted the kettle by Emma Bridgewater. Fast Buck, evening captain. Hello, Fast Buck. book. Hello, Charlotte. C is here as well. Hello, Charlotte. Fast Book says, I have a cold and I can't taste my wine. Help, lol. I can't help you with that, can I? The only thing you could do is give it to somebody who hasn't got a cold and can taste it. Are you going to do that? You're not, are you? You're not. You're going to drink it yourself. Oh. Coming to YouTube, disinterested train girl. The disinterested train girl, yes. You'll. Hi everybody. Who just said hello to me? Pingu. I don't love trains, but they get me to fun places. And that's a reason to like them, isn't it? Smash him. Oh, Mr. Sylvia. Mr. Sylvia is here. Hello, Mr. Sylvia. And smashing pistons, I like to boil my water with fire, says Barry Scrotter. On a fire? On a fire. I like a simple chicken curry. All chickens are simple. That's why they get their heads cut off. Would love to eat a hot curry now to destroy this cold, says Fast Book. It doesn't really work like that though, unfortunately. Boiling pistons. Yes, furry little face. Sorry, I missed that. Me misunderstanding. Simple, don't like the channel. Move on. No need to carry on like a pork chop. Thank you, Andrew. Mustard, have you heard from Boaty today? How is he bearing up? I have. I spoke to him for about probably 40 minutes today. And you can guess, he's all right. He's a chin-up kind of chap, isn't he? There's nothing he can do about it. Well, there is something he could do. He could do that appeal, but it probably won't work because, again, it's just bots, isn't it? No real person really does anything with it. Do you remember the good old days when you could get a bus journey for 5 pence and then a chip butty for 75 pence? Then on your way home, says Simon Pistons, you could nick £1.50 off for kids. Asking to buy 6 for them. Street Shirts is their own website, Mustard. Thank you, Simone. We don't have kettles here out in the sticks. We just use plenty of fire for everything except for tissues, obviously, every day. Pingu. Ujuj, Mustard, have you heard of the bird, that the bird is the word? No, I've never heard that, actually. Never heard that. When you need tissues every day. Oh, good, I'm almost catching up the comments because I do need to go and deal with that food stuff. Simon, I remember buying 5-star petrol for 38 pence a gallon for my Rover P5 coupe. Need tissues for your issues. Use fire. What about the protests when it £1 a litre? Soup is a local speciality. Soup, a tasty soup. Soup, a tasty soup. Carrot and coriander, chili chowder. Right, so let's pay some attention to this now, again, because it's necessary. I did a bit of a Simon voice then, didn't I? Simon does voices like that. Oh, I best look after this now, hadn't I? One potato. Baking potatoes. How many though? Well, these are quite big. You're not coming down here tonight because you were so rather annoying the other day. You're going to sit there and read a book? Let's put it to the audience. Who reckons that these two will actually just sit down and behave? Or will they just do what they did last time, try and take over and become in the way?
No, but am I allowed to read the comments at the end?
You're only allowed to stay if more than 20 people like this live stream.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't. It's only 16.
I want to put... Wait, can it be 20? How many people have you got watching?
20.
Okay, who's there? Is it Putty Cat?
Oh, no, Putty Cat's not here.
Who is Windy Miller?
No, Windy Miller's not here.
Is Greenwood?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
All right, okay. There's a rather exciting thing to do is to peel a potato. Oh, yes. Do you two know how to peel potatoes?
No?
Well, would you like to learn how to peel a potato?
No.
Honestly, you'll find it really fascinating. You'll love peeling potatoes. At least these potatoes aren't... Oh, actually, do you know what? I think they must not want you to stay here after all, because there were 17 likes then, and now there's 16.
Yay!
Yay! No, and now there's 15. Oh. Careful with that. Oh, you're going. Now there's 16.
Yay!
And in a moment, I'm going to put some potatoes into this curry. It's going to be really a hot one. And now there's 15. Maybe come back down in a bit then. Now there's 14. It's not funny, no, because the likes are really important. Now the likes are really important. Oh dear. Right. What can you do with potato peelings? Because actually they'd be quite good to just cook in the oven. Careful with that there, please. They have crispy potato peelings. A bit like crisps, I suppose. I'll give these a wash and then I'll dice them up into little bits and then they can basically boil. What are you reading? Well, I know you're reading a book. What book are you reading?
This one.
Dog Diaries. Oh. Just talk amongst yourselves. You know I can't multitask. There we go. Lots of potatoey bits. Yes, potatoes do go exceedingly well in a curry, don't they? There's too much in the pan already because this has filled the pan up, as you can see. And it hasn't even got the onions in it. Oh, and for anybody who's just started watching, no, I'm not going to put the onions in last, as in uncooked. They're already cooked. They're cooked and are liquidized as a sauce to go in when this starts to reduce quite a bit more. And I've got, and the next thing to do will be some ginger as well. Yep, what's going on there?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm so hungry.
Ginger's really, really important for this curry. But I'm not, oh, no, I'll tell you what. I'll do the ginger in about 10 minutes when I've catch up yet again with the comments that have been happening. And I see we've a new not a new subscriber, a new like. We now have 18 likes.
Yay!
Right.
Is that cool?
Back to this
I wish one was
Putty Cat mate. You never know when Putty Cat will turn up, do you? Where was we up to?
We got up to the Putty Cat gallery.
Pingu Concord Lights doesn't have a C in it. Oh, there's some new people there as well.
Is there a Putty Cat?
No, I'll tell you who's here. Soup says smashing pistons. I live in Norfolk.
Is Mighty Cat
Right
Mouse
now,
here?
I'll tell you afterwards. That's Jimmy Quinn. Did Mustard fart on his fish? No, I didn't actually. No, I refused to do that. Oh, 19 likes. Yes. Soup says Barry Squatter. Ah, yes. Well done, Andrew Buttigieg, for saying boosh. D&D official. Hello, D&D official. What is D&D? And so that's 20 likes.
Yay!
Yeah, thank you very much. Crouton, crunchy friends in a liquid broth. I forgot what the song is now. I forgot how to do the songs. Crouton. Oh, crunchy friends in a liquid broth. Rochdale gas made dispersed locally for Rochdale folk. Stop moving the table around, please. Stop moving the table. D&D official. Who is D&D? Is D&D a regular person here? Do I know D&D? It's not Dinosaur Dad, is it? Don't mess with the potatoes. That's 21 likes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Lee says, thank you, Lee, whatever that means. And Andrew Buttigieg says, oh, poppy and cabbage. Yes. Oh, and here they are. Of course, there they are. The Poppy and Cabbage Show. Oh. One day they'll have their own show, won't they? You're a bit obsessed with the greens, I reckon.
I've seen it 3 times today.
Hello, small human, says Hooked on Classics. Tell them to go to bed, says the mighty Jimmy Quinn. Emma Lemon says, hello, girls. I don't mind Series 3, Simon.
Oh, may I say? Of course you may.
Ah, right, that's it. Child labour. Get them peeling. Well, they didn't, did they? They just refused to do it. We all like the Boosh here, yes. I've not seen the Mighty Boosh in such a long time. And I really want to do. I really want to see it again. My favourite of the Booshes, I think, was probably the second series. I liked all that surreal backdrop stuff. Take all your likes back, says Jimmy Quinn. Crack Fox, says Andrew Buttigieg.
People not like us.
Yeah, there's 22 likes there.
Yay! The people not like us. Then.
Yeah, they're only joking, don't worry.
Okay.
A Smashing Pistons, yes, the Crack Fox was a bit extreme. However, he did provide a nickname for a bloke on our streets. Yeah, that was a very weird one, was the Crack Fox. Remember when children should be seen and not heard? Well, that's what talkies are. That's before the talkies, I presume. The talkies.
Do you mean walkie-talkie?
I'll let you read.
Oh, walkie-talkie. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll let you read. I'll let you read some of these a bit later on, okay?
Okay, I'm going to play with the phone.
Oh, Greg gets me every time. Come on, you're in the way there, don't. You do have to abide by the rules if you're down here. Old Greg, yeah. Would you like someone to come into the house for 5 minutes? What? Mustard's doing a crimp. I should do that. They are the kind of things I probably kind of do anyway, aren't they? I do stuff a bit like that. Another piece of carpet, hoo hoo hoo. Another piece of carpet, hoo hoo. Oh, is that a song? It's a bit like a crimp, isn't it? Have you ever drunk Baileys from a shoe, Andrew Buttigieg? Have you? Have you ever? You can fry and season the potato peelings, and that's what I should do, really, isn't it? Boaty in a canoe. Now, that's a way to get many likes. Oh, yeah, that's what we was talking about the other day, wasn't it? About Boaty in the canoe on the top of the breadless shed being driven around the yard in a rather scary manner. I haven't mentioned that to him, but I will do later on. Kenji. That's how we could get a viral video, surely, doing something like that. Do it for me. A man in a boat. Simon Maywe should ask. Oh, boat beach-wise. Take boat to beach-wise. Buy a bigger pan. That pan's big enough. Lunatic Ninja number 5 is here. Hello. The captain of mustard gets a like from the lunatic. Thank you, lunatic number 5. We have an unexploded World War II bomb in Sheffield today. Had to evacuate the area near Meadow Hall. I thought there was going to be a joke then, but obviously it sounds like it's a real thing. Rudy, the psychedelic monk, was the best. I keep going through tunnels and it cuts off mustard. Oh, right. So you're watching this live stream on the train still. Right, okay. That's interesting. Wow! Yes, exactly. Short sausages. Hi, Sue. Remember me, says Moto Foods. Well, of course I remember. Now, what are you doing? No, come on. Right, okay. Of course I remember. But careful there. Careful. I'm having a cheap holiday on other people's misery, says Terry A. Davis. You're having a cheap holiday? Are you stealing the tomatoes again? Oh, come on, leave them alone now. We'll have none left. Not that. Oh, right. Captain, have you scrapped your old broken trailer? Hang on, I can't. Have you scrapped your old broken trailer with your new trailer, or is the top 2 wooden? No, I haven't scrapped it.
Oh, the one that we used to use for Eric?
Yeah, that's right. The bottom's fallen out of it.
Oh.
The bottom's fallen out of it because I put a lot of engines in there and it was just a bit too much. But then the wood was rotten. Oh, there were 23 likes. Whoa, careful. Yeah, but it's a bit unstable.
Sorry.
I don't really want that falling on face down onto the floor.
Still try to be quiet, okay?
Yes, remember. Remember the rules. Right, shh. Remember the rules of the kitchen. The tray. Not sure what to do with a little trailer at the moment because it is actually way too small for a start. The wheel bearings need replacing, and all the box needs sorting out as well. But the metal parts are all okay. And I was going to use the canoe trailer, empty the box part out, and then possibly extend it, because it's a very long trailer. It's a very long trailer, but very narrow as well. But just with bits of angle, it could be made into a much bigger box where things could be, come on, stop messing with that, could be dealt with like that. Oh, 24 likes, thank you very much, everyone. Okay, Brad, listen. Seriously, you do not misbehave tonight, right?
Yeah.
Right. If you do, Cabbage and Poppy will have to go and live in the cupboard. And you wouldn't want that now, would you not?
Just don't knock.
Whoa. Oh. Ginger, that was it. That's the next step. Do you know what I haven't done? I've not had a cup of tea for ages.
Can I make you one?
No.
Aw.
No, I still don't really trust you with the kettle, I'm afraid.
I'll try my best.
I'll tell you what you could do. No, you. I'll put boiling water in and you finish it off, okay?
Really?
Yeah, really. And there we go. And in the meantime, Ginger Alien. 25 likes. Hooray! Thank you very much. Ginger alien. I had loads of ginger that was going really cheap at Asda a while back, but it just started to go off, and I froze it, and when you freeze it, it just goes soggy. So, hang on, right, I'll put that in there. So the next step for you.
I know what to do.
You do know what to do, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Kind of obvious, isn't it? Really. Yeah, the ginger kind of went soggy, and after I froze it, just like a way to keep it for a bit longer, and it wasn't really very good, and I was just a bit disappointed. Anyway, it used to. Take the bag out first, but don't do it just yet.
Alright, I'll just wait. Lucky! I know.
Lots and lots of ginger.
Sorry, just the paper got stuck in it.
Anyway, how big a pan do you reckon I need, Jimmy Quinn? That's a big enough pan, isn't it? Don't you reckon? I mean, this is just for me. Nobody else is going to be eating it. And I've got to eat the whole lot tonight. All right, yeah.
What are you making? That looks really yum-chum.
Well, it's not yum-chum yet because it's not finished cooking.
What is it?
It's curry.
It looks like mince with yummy potatoes.
It is. It's, yeah, potato, mince and potato curry. Yeah. Hey? Well done, thank you very much. You don't have to keep stirring it up, it's fine.
Come on for Mummy.
Ask if she wants one.
Can I help? Well, you did Daddy, so I didn't do it all.
Put the milk away then.
I want some milk. Can I have some milk?
Yeah. Right, okay.
She
Oh,
would like one.
what?
She would like one. She doesn't.
Right, listen, don't be taking over the table again.
I'm sorry.
I'm here on the table, okay? So,
We'll try and squeeze it past there.
back to the comments, of course.
Is Pretty Cat here yet?
I don't know.
I hope Windy Miller's here soon.
Windy Miller's one you like, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm Pretty Cat. I'm the green one. The green one? Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was up to. Talk about the broken trailer. Sir, do you eat daru fish? No, I don't. Oh, hang on. Well out of shot there, aren't I? I don't know what it is, to be honest. Sounds like a job for Boaty. He'll fix it. we must see if he can fix something one day. That would be good, wouldn't it? Rules are made to be broken, just like the spirits of the young.
Huh?
That's rather negative, Simon. Boaty the Builder, can he fix it? Not bloody likely.
So, Bertie.
Yep. Evening all, says Steve KG. That was me.
He's here, so.
What was you?
Is Mighty Cat Monster?
Oh, what, the last like? Could be. Thank you. Mustard is confusing chickens and ginger again. Chickens go cheap.
Actually, I don't know what the green this week. I like it.
Nobody likes a soggy ginger. Am I right, ladies? Andrew.
No one likes me.
No. Don't be silly. Andrew Buttigieg, yes, Andrew, yes, everybody finds that funny. Pingu asks, are there ginger chickens? I think we've never seen one before. It does look yummy, says Peter P. Well, it will do once it's finished. I wouldn't really say it will. It looks kind of uncooked at the moment. Can I have a cuppa? Asks Simon. Yes, you can. Come on, pop round, have a cup of tea with me. Actually, just do come to the yard again soon, Simon. We had a good time last time. Last time you popped round the yard, we just had a very, very fun chat, and I did end up thinking we should be making videos together a bit more often. Right, I love a bit of brown sugar or a splash of lime juice in my curries. Brown sugar, brown sugar, I'll put that in chili.
Besties.
Oh?
Besties.
Ah, right, okay. Meow. I am a pitty cat. No,
Cat?
no. It's just Pingu being silly. Yes, lol, says the ginger bird from Rhode Island. That's Lewis Griffin. Oh, yes. No, we haven't got any more than alt likes yet, so you can't really get excited. If you manage to capture Boaty doing some physical work on video, it will break YouTube. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. We'll just assume that he wasn't really doing it. I will do, says Smashing Simons. Yes, good chap. Good chap indeed. Can I have a cuppa, please, Mustard, says Simone. Yes, you can. Yeah.
Just come over.
Just pop up, yeah. We're only sort of just up the road, aren't we?
From his house.
Yes, I'm all up for that, says Smashing Pistons. Oh, that's very good. Pingu says, Simon, how about rice pudding made with strawberry milk?
Ew.
Ooh. Well, I bought some strawberries before. They were reduced in Lidl for £1.50 for a great big punnet of
Oh, yeah,
them.
there was some £1.50.
£1.50, yeah.
Very cute.
From, I think, £3.99. And they were rather lovely with yoghurt.
Are you my bestie?
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, so chopped up strawberries, natural yoghurt, and a bit of cinnamon powder. I had 2 bowls of it. That's how much I liked it. Do you remember? Does anybody remember from the 70s when yogurts were like a new thing, and you'd have a little pot of ski yogurt, and it would be such a treat that you'd finish it all off and then scrape every last bit out of the pot and then double lick the lid. Made me think of that, except I could have as much as I wanted. Lovely Rover 45 for sale near me, says Steve KG. Years MOT and only 53,000. What are you getting out there? Only 53,000 on the clock. £850. Tempted. Yeah. Sounds all right. Right. Would you close the freezer door, please? Close the freezer door, please. Simon, could you teach the captain to ride your motorbike around the yard? He could do, or I could just do it without any help. But he's not going to. He's not going to encourage me to ride his motorbike around the yard. Yeah? Ooh. I've got my own bike anyway. I've got a Peugeot mountain bike. That beats any. You've got a bike as well.
Is that a mountain bike? No.
No? Coffee for me, 2 sugars and the devil juice. The devil juice. Milk. It's not the devil juice. The devil juice is milk. Gosh, no. Milk's good for you. Do you remember the bottles of milk you had at school? When I was at school,
We have cartons of milk in our school.
Oh, do you? Well, when I was
Don't have them anymore.
you don't have them anymore.
No, the younger ones have them, but we don't.
I thought it was Margaret Thatcher who stole the milk.
Oh yeah, well, she decided that.
Well, when I was at school, we had little bottles, glass bottles of milk that were about that big.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, exactly. They were really
Did you have
cute.
them?
Yeah, and now who remembers this one as well? The milk wasn't pasteurised. Was it pasteurised or wasn't it homogenised? So your bottle of milk would have the cream at the top.
cream. I spread
Yeah,
the cream.
so that about that much of it was just like milk, and then the top of it was like cream, where it just naturally separated.
I think you told us something that Ernest used to have them. I remember thinking that Ernest used to have them, and he used to eat.
I did, yeah, Ernest, yeah. 26 likes.
Yay!
Ernest, yes. Shall I tell them about Ernest?
Yeah.
Right, I might tell you all about Ernest as one of my school friends that had the biggest appetite that I've ever known anybody ever to have. Oh no!
Oh, I'm sorry. And I saw your bestie.
Don't matter, does it? Don't try not to dip your cranes in my cup of tea again, no?
I'm sorry.
Careful with that. Careful with that. Yeah, Ernest. Ernest
He's
was.
not real though.
He is real. He was the biggest chap, and he could eat endless amounts of food. And one year we had a pie eating contest, of course, like you used to do, and he wasn't really allowed to
Wasn't
enter
he
it.
at the summer fair?
Yeah,
We had a pie
he wasn't allowed to join in the pie eating contest because he would just win. But then somebody said, well, how about Ernest can join in, but he's got to eat twice the amount of pies to what everybody else would do. So 2 pies equals 1.
It was in the summer fair.
Yeah, and anyway, this van came around with these pies for the pie eating competition. I know, because it's true, that's why. The pie eating van competition thing. It's just this van that would go around to all the schools, and the van was filled with pies. It's pie eating contest, everybody. Right, has the van arrived? Yes, it has. Anyway, the driver of the van made the mistake of forgetting to lock it up. So once Ernest had already eaten all the pies that he should have done, he had 5 pies. And then he snuck into the van and scoffed all of the pies that were there for the following 3 or 4 schools. About 50 pies. This is what I told them. It's true. 53,968,000 miles, says Steve KG. Well, at the moment, could end up going up. Ski yogurt, Andrew Buttigieg. Yes, Truth Teller is here. Hi, my friend loves your lives. Can you wish her a happy birthday, please? Her name is Rosie West.
Hi, Rosie.
Okay.
Happy Rosie.
I wouldn't dare risk the bike. Barry says, the first bike I got on was a Honda 90, and that didn't end well. I've only ever been on a motorbike twice, and I've never ridden one.
You've been on a motorbike?
Yeah, I've been on the back of a motorbike.
I've never been on one.
No, you haven't been on one.
I want to go.
You won't really like it, to be honest.
Why? I would.
No, you wouldn't. The first was when I was still at school. A friend of mine, I had one of these friends, and we all have them, that turn up at school on a motorbike.
That's not true. Why would you
It is true.
Drive?
It is true. Yeah, it wasn't legal. He weren't really allowed to ride it, but he had a motorbike given to him, and so he just came to school. He didn't spend his school day with the motorbike, but he just turned up, and then he probably just went home again afterwards. And he said, "Oh, come on, have a ride on the back." Stop interrupting. No. It was just down a path. And yeah, so I had a ride on the back of this motorbike with no helmet, of course, as well. And it wasn't a particularly pleasant experience. And then about 20 years ago, a chap I was working with had a Suzuki Bandit. And he said, "Oh, you won't believe how quick it is. Come on, I've got a helmet. I'll take you for a ride." And I did. And I thought, oh, I don't like that at all. I really didn't. Need sleep. Need sleep. Well, what about the bikes that used to have in the amusement arcades, says Andrew Buttigieg. Get Boaty to practice on that first before letting him loose on a real motorised cycle. I can't help him. Mustard doing wheelies up and down the yard. The truth is, either I'm not brave enough or stupid enough to do that. Mint mustard. Ah, right, yeah. Andrew, those bikes didn't... Poor old.
Putty
Yeah,
Come to the
Putty
light.
Cat's not here. Glass holders, pies. Oh, could you just? I'm going to insist that you go back upstairs unless you just behave.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, but it's my opinion.
Sorry.
Oh yes, 50 pie Ernest. The story's a legend. Ski yogurts with real pieces of fruit. Yeah, I think they're real pieces of fruit anyway. Truth Teller says brilliant. Say hi to Fred too.
Hi, Fred.
Yeah. Surely with the captain's long legs he has built-in stabilizers. Although he is shrinking. I'm not shrinking. I can tell you I'm not shrinking, Fingered Concord.
I'm going to do something.
Hi, Steve Perry. Haven't seen Steve Perry here.
I thought it was Steve Berry.
No, but well, there's Steve Berry and then there's Steve Perry. Is Steve Perry here? Because I can't see him. Everything cars. Hey, Mustard, I'm learning to drive and I'm struggling. Can you please give me some tips? What bit of it are you not getting? Driving, easy, as long as you concentrate and you relax. I'm very experienced in driving. I'm also very experienced in being a passenger in a car with someone that I think you need to do a bit more work on this. I'm quite critical. I'm not a very good passenger in a car. And there are very few people that I find myself being comfortable with the way that they drive. Now, who can guess those people? Who would like to guess on a couple of people that I am actually comfortable sat as a passenger with whilst driving? Because I'd like to tell you who they are. I really would. Boaty. I'll come back to that one in a second because I want to see if anybody else can guess who they actually are. Any reason I would have for being uncomfortable with the way that somebody drives, but there are a variety of things that make somebody's driving not too comfortable. One is they go too quickly, yeah. They go too slowly. They don't pay any attention to what's going on. They don't seem to understand how wide their car is. They have bad habits. They're constantly messing with things as they go along. All of these kind of things. Oh, and if they can't park, that's another one. You should be able to park a car, and you should be able to park it on the correct side of the road as well. Could their family GP get a shout out too? says Truth Seller. Dr. Shipman. Dr. Shipman, welcome to the live stream. You seem to be less tall in April than you did last August. Do you know what? It could be that when you saw me in August, maybe I had my work boots on. And in April, I had my trainers on. That could be it. And the trainers have practically no sole on them at all. So it's like being stood barefoot. Does everything shrink with age? Asks Andrew Buttigieg. Not everything, no. Some things do the opposite. Guess what? 27 likes.
Yay!
Yes.
Is it here to celebrate?
Oh, you really do miss Putty Cat.
We both do.
Everything Cars not got very good reaction time. How old are you, Everything Cars? Because unless you're getting on a bit, your reaction time shouldn't be too bad. Here he is, Steve Perry. Yes, he is here, Steve Perry. But I've not seen him. I've not seen his name. 28 likes.
Yay! Maybe
Well,
just watching instead of putting things down.
Steve Perry, if you are here, then thank you for being here. Judging width as well, everything cars. Right, now I'll tell you one thing I do, and I wonder why other people don't do, is you get lots of drivers who will kind of just head towards you, and you kind of got to move out of the way because they're taking up too much room. But you imagine the space that your car's taken up before it's even got there. Then you can figure out how close you should be to things next to the curb. But then also you will be told that you need to be 1.5 meters off of other cars, just in case somebody else swings a door open, which is a bit, well, maybe they shouldn't swing doors open. I will leave a lot of space whilst overtaking other cars if there's somebody there that wants to get in. But if there's nobody there, you don't really need to leave that much space. Oh, right. No. Are there stains on the shorts included, or you pay extra? They're not stains, they're threadbare. They're falling apart. Now then, Allegro Man is a good driver. Allegro Man is a good driver? Ah, right, okay. He's not the one I'm thinking of. Allegro Man's quite a safe bet, though. He's a nice, calm driver. I'm a terrible passenger, and that's why I drive everywhere, says Smashing Pistons. Oh, and of course, Smashing Pistons and I have driven his car. I drove it. You don't fly then. Good evening, Mustard says, World of True Crime.
Daddy,
Sorry,
I just want to put it down.
I know. And evening, Matron. Pingu Concord says, Boaty is a French driver, hence the parking on the wrong side and all the funny language. Oh, yes. Was it? Did anybody? I can't remember what video that was on, but we went off to Goldline and he parked on the wrong side of the road. And I said, you're on the wrong side of the road. And he just started coming up with all sorts of reasons why you should park on the opposite side of the road. It's just, yeah, it's just typical of how he would do it, really.
Daddy, please can we put it down? I don't have any scissors. People please well. Thank you. I can't have all of this.
Well, that's how much you just peeled off for me. Get some scissors.
I don't know where they are.
Well, I don't either. Dave Smith. Nose hairs don't shrink with age. Well, no, they don't. They grow longer, don't they? And thank you for pointing them out.
Thank you for bringing my phone.
Balance seems to. Everything cars say 17.
17.
17. Well, yeah, you should be okay with reaction times at that age, really. Yes, it's Carl. Well done, you. Hey? Ah, right, Carl. Yes. World of True Crime is called Carl. I mentioned this before. That's the trouble, really. Anyone that has a name as well as a username, and most of them will do, that's 2 names you've got to remember there. How long have you been learning to drive everything cars? Don't read this message out, Mustard. It ends in a weird way, oblong donkey in a way. Oblong donkey shelf. Night, everyone, says Charlotte. See, I've just finished doing the laundry. Okay, good night to you. 29 likes.
Yay! I miss Putty Cat.
And I miss Putty Cat. Putty Cat, you're missing out on being told that you wanted here. I've got some sad news. Oh, hang on. Should I read this out first?
Wait, tell me what it is. Can you tell me?
No.
It's hard.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke. I've got some sad news. My girlfriend's dog passed away last week, so I got her exactly the same one. She was even more upset. Understandable, really. What was meant to do with 2 dead dogs?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Understand it.
Oh, okay. Bolty is never wrong, says Dave Smith. No, he's...
Is it real?
What? What, the thing about the dead dogs?
Yeah.
No, it's a joke. Ungrateful woman, get her some dead dog food next time. And now we're talking about everything cars. Everything cars is driving lessons.
How's he 17 and he's already learned to drive and he knows everything about cars?
Well, he doesn't know everything about cars. His channel name is called Everything Cars, which might be a bit of a stretch, I suppose, because it can't be everything cars. But if everything on the channel is car related, then yeah, maybe that works after all. Now then, we're all addicted to doing Allegro Man impressions, aren't we?
Remember Damien, bye me.
Right. So, people who's driving, I trust. Actually, Bolty's not that bad. He's I'm going to tell you the truth. He's okay.
What would you rate
But-
that out of 10?
Eh?
What would you rate that out of 10?
Good idea.
8.5.
7.6. But he will tell you that he's the best driver in the world. But what he does do is
Well, Rosie would say that, wouldn't he?
he does tend to dither around a little bit.
I know
Say-
what Rosie's like.
When I drive, I have a nice straight line I go along, and I'll be aware of things that could possibly... No, just leave that, please. I'll be aware of things that could pop out, and I will avoid potholes. But some people, you see the drive, they tend to just drift in and out a bit like this as they go along, and it's not what you should do. He does do a bit of that. Plus, as you all know, he rides the clutch. I'm surprised that nobody's suggested Senior Mustard as being somebody who's a very good driver. Oh, I'm going to turn that up again. Get that crackling away. Yes. Senior Mustard drives a bit like me, actually. He has that same kind of long distance view, plus the peripheral stuff's all good. So he'll spot things that are about to happen. And that's what you need to do. You need to be driving along. You need to see these potential hazards like really well. He does that. But the difference between Senior and me is he's incredibly impatient, and he will get annoyed by people not getting on with it. And that's the one part of his driving that I will give fault to. So he can have a 9 out of 10 for that. This is going to be fantastic. Yummity yum yum yum. Who else? You know, I don't tend to be passenger very often in people's cars.
What year should she be with?
Who else have I driven along with? Oh, well, I'll tell you what.
What year should she be with?
There was I won't tell you his name because I don't want to embarrass him, but there was a young chap who came to the yard, and he asked if he could have a go in Nigel. And I said, yeah, all right. So I went out for a drive with him in Nigel because I'm quite willing to let people try it out. And I did kind of think, very, very jerky, very old lady-like in his driving skills. Gosh, I feel like such a gossip. I really do. Passing judgment on other people's driving. But then again, I was a professional driver. And many people who are professional drivers have faults with the way they drive as well. And I've seen plenty of it. I've seen plenty of it when that's what I did for a living. And I see plenty of it now I don't. But what is the worst professional driver, in your opinion? I know it is in my opinion, because it's not an opinion, it's a fact. Right, okay, I'm going to sit back down again in 1 second here, okay? Just got to mix this back up a bit more. There's actually a lot more potato in here than what I first intended. I just got a bit too, well, enthusiastic with the spuddies, didn't I? The spuddies, 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 spuddy-dee-does. Okay, you two, would you like to go upstairs now? Oh, who's this family?
I want to go upstairs.
Shall I show them the family? Who drew this?
Me. There's two.
Yeah, just a family of people, two families. Ah, there we go, 30 likes. 30.
Yay!
Yay! Exactly. Oh, gosh. Hey, well, we've been going on for quite a while here, haven't we? It seems to pass by so quickly. Right. Ah, Simon's gone. Simon has left the building. Simon of Smashing Pistons has gone. Well, see you again, Simon. I walked through the cemetery to work today and saw a guy crouched down by a headstone. And I said to him, "Morning, sir." He said, "No, I'm just trying to take a dump."
Is that a joke?
Yeah. It is always good to be aware of things that pop out, especially in threadbare shorts like them. Well, they're not that bad.
Can I start peeling some potatoes?
No, I've done all that. I have been learning in a sort of big car, and that has made it harder. Oh, right, I see. So you're having the kind of driving lessons with parents rather than in a Volkswagen Polo then. Mind you, the small cars today are big compared to what they used to be, of course. 32 likes.
Yay!
Thank you very much, whoever's done that. Beeper. Hello from Russian. Hello from Russia. It does take a while to get comfortable on the road, says Pingu Concord, especially if you're only driving once a week. If you can, try to drive every day for a couple of weeks for at least 20 minutes on familiar roads. Good point. Good point, Pingu, actually. Good point indeed. The trouble is that you are best off having your own car and having somebody who can sit with you whilst you just drive. Some will say, but then you pick up bad habits and things. You pick up habits from the person you're driving with and things. They won't correct you on them. But you do gain confidence, and confidence is really rather necessary to drive properly.
Do you have biscuits?
The overconfidence isn't. 33 likes.
Okay.
We didn't get a cheer for that one. Sorry
Do you
about
have
that.
biscuits in your car?
I have, yeah. Why?
I don't know.
Because you saw the biscuits and they didn't come out of the car.
Oh no, I don't like those.
World of True Crime says, my wife said you look the spitting image of someone she knows up here in Scotland. Well, I wonder who that could be then. Maybe it's me. 34 likes.
Yay! Yay!
I usually go out 4 times a week for a couple of hours, says Everything Cars. That's not too bad. Was it someone living under a bridge? Thank you very much, truth teller. Confidence will grow rapidly, making judgments a lot easier, says Pingu. I just want to get everything right so I can pass. Yes. Uber drivers are dreadful. Yes. That is it. That is it. I'm afraid that they are professional drivers because they do it for a living. But some of them don't appear to have even ever passed a test by the way that they do things. And I don't really have a great deal of experience being in a minicab.
But you don't like them.
I don't like them, no. But I do end up thinking, when you see a minicab, doing some minicab parking and stuff like that, almost flashing other drivers coming the other way to warn. I don't do that. But they're terrible for this thing, just backing out onto main roads when they don't need to, parking on zigzags,
Hey guys,
and just
look at this. This
just
is
general
a magic squishy ball.
terrible
Whenever I squish it on
standards.
the it will
Excuse
make
me, excuse me.
rock.
Pipe down, will you?
And other rockers gone.
Bus drivers seem to have got a lot worse these days, says Dave Smith. I haven't noticed that myself particularly. I hate it when drivers cut roundabout. Oh, cut roundabouts really pees me off. Well, right, okay, I've got something to say about this. Because a stand-up touch to talk, yeah? Mini roundabouts.
What is
Unfortunately, they can be a bit.
going on? Why does it keep showing
Excuse me. If you've got like a three-way mini roundabout, we're used to people who don't indicate. So if you have somebody that comes along to the mini roundabout and swerves round like that, the assumption is that they're going to go that way. You get it all the time. Kiln Lane, bottom of Kiln Lane, where I work.
Don't tell them where you are.
Everybody knows where I work. Come down Bridge Street, Kiln Lane's up that way, off to Milne Road, and you'll see they'll come to the roundabout, the mini roundabout. I'm not saying just drive straight over the middle, but if you kind of deviate a little bit like that, I think the signal is clearer than what it is if you actually come to and then sort of go around like that, because there are many people who won't bother indicating to go up the road, and that's where you get these cut-ups. But the only other trouble with that then is it is a roundabout still, so you should be able to come down, turn all the way around and go back up the other side. And I had to do that all the time when I had my recovery truck, because I couldn't come out of the yard and go up the hill because it would just, you couldn't do it. You had to go down, turn around. And every time I would catch people out. So I had to just slow down, put the beacon on, and kind of, hint that something may be happening. Even that.
Because instead of a stupid
Even that caught some of them out.
beautiful nature things that happen. Watch. Today I got a tree.
Excuse me. Cut. Taxi drivers, yes. A guy at work has a guy at work has more hits than the Beatles, says True Crime. Plop's Garage. Welcome, Plop's Garage. 36 likes.
Yay!
Thank you very much. Hi, Plops. Pingu says even the best students need at least 5 or 6 months to become safe drivers. Now, there's a point. Who passed their driving test first time? And who did it with fewer than 10 lessons?
Did you?
No, second time, but I did it with 6 lessons.
Oh, okay. Good try.
Good try.
Hi guys. What you do? They keep guys.
Right, okay. Listen. I've told you can sit down here, but you can't be interrupting. Okay? No project left unfinished is here and says, hello folks, hello to you too. Oh, news from America. Orange man guilty.
Is it from Honeycat?
No, Andrew Buttigieg. Hi, no project. Hi. Talking of buses, says Truth Teller, I was on a bus yesterday and gave up my seat for a one-legged blind old lady.
What's funny about that? How did you know she was blind?
The bus crashed and 43 people died. Yesterday was my last shift as a bus driver.
Oh, wait, I get it. I know why the bus crashes, because the old lady went drove the bus.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I know. I understand now. That's smart.
Yeah.
And he's over big lumpy.
All 34 charges. Ah, good. Right. The orange man. Have you got class 1? No, I haven't. I didn't do class 1. I just did 2. It wasn't really necessary for the work I was doing, so they didn't want to pay for it. Paragon says, hey up. Small modern cars have easier to use controls but poor visibility compared to older designs. And that is exactly how I feel about it. Well, that's exactly. I don't like all these massive blind spots they have everywhere. This is where the Rover R8 is such a good car because your visibility is so good. You can properly see around you. And let's face it, being able to see things is, if you can see things that you don't want to drive into, you're less likely to drive into them, aren't you? And I think it's quite important. Jimmy taxi drivers, most of them are in a world of their own, says Barry Scrotter. Are you eating tomatoes again? You need to stop.
Sorry.
True, the mouse has escaped the house again. Useless at everything, says. We Are Vegan asks, what's cooking? Something that isn't vegan is the answer. It is a simple but rather spicy curry. Oh, I'm losing a signal here.
No, why?
Well, it's just doing the spinny thing. Hopefully it'll still be okay. How long did it take you to learn to drive, Mustard?
5 days.
No, I had my own car, and I went out quite a few times with Senior before it was called Senior Mustard. But I had, I think it might have been 8 actually, 7 or 8 lessons, just to make sure that I was doing things as you're supposed to do. But I did fail my first one because I got impatient at a junction. I was waiting to pull out, and there's just no gaps. And after a while, I just come on, and then I set off and wheel spun it, and I failed on that, which was a disappointment. Useless at everything from his shorts. Chips Garage is here as well now. Oh gosh, Chips as well as Plops. Yes, thank you very much, Chips. What have I missed? No. A three-way roundabout. Is that a new poddering thing? That's better. Dinner done, says Steve. Oh, how are you supposed to say that? Orata. Most people are pooey drivers. The hardest lorry I've ever driven was a trailer and drag 62 foot long. That is a long one. What's happening with driverless cars? I don't know. I'd like them all just to change their mind, but then again, driverless cars would be a good thing for many people.
Huh? Driverless cars?
Yeah.
So you can't drive cars? That's a bit
Cars that drive themselves.
Oh.
I think for this huge amount of people that don't drive very well, it makes perfect sense. But for those that do actually put the effort in to try and do it properly,
I feel like people are being lazy.
Yeah, well, it's not because they're being lazy. I want to do it myself. If it was like a 4-hour journey on the motorway, and the driverless thing could do it just as well, then I'd probably say, yeah, okay, you take over for a bit. But you wouldn't even be able to do anything else anyway, because you're still supposed to be in control. So you've still got to be watching. And you wouldn't be, because what happens to your passenger? If you have a passenger whilst you're doing a long journey, they go really dozy. They want to go to sleep. And if you're in a driverless car, you'd end up with the same thing. And then you wouldn't really be ready to take evasive action when it was necessary. That's my concern. One time in an Uber, sees the Greenwood, the car could no way have had an MOT. Driver went over pavement, corners, went the wrong way, went the wrong way and then hit the traffic. He drove up the entire wrong side. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. And MOTs, yeah, minicabs are supposed to be, they're supposed to have an MOT that's much, much stricter. But every time I've been in one, you can hear all sorts of horrible clattery, clunky sounds from the suspension, which wouldn't be an MOT-worthy car at all. Even your own kids are trolling you, says Truth Teller. Good try, she said so innocently. Who said good try?
No one.
Oh, I thought one of you did. Blaze, bro, I fell on my grandma on the bus. I passed my test a few weeks ago as part of my Hackney carriage training, says Steve. I did pass first time in less than 10 lessons with an instructor, says Andrew. 4 lessons, four lessons, four lessons. Our first time, HGV, 1 week of lessons, first time. That's the same as me. It was a week's worth of HGV training, and I passed that as well. But the Polish lady who was in the test station at the same time didn't, and she blamed the examiner, and she really kicked off because she didn't. Yeah, this is real. Are you going to ask me this every time I tell a story? Is it a real story or not? No, she did. She really, really properly kicked off. I thought, well, that's not really. That's not the best way to drive any kind of large vehicle in a bad mood, is it?
Look, I got all of them in one.
Oh, good.
Let's try that all.
Good winner. Good. I'm learning the first generation Hyundai Tucson. It's pretty nice to drive, apart from the gearbox is a bit sloppy. Yeah, that is quite a big car, really, isn't it? Black cab drivers are different to private drivers. Yes, they are. They're very, very different. I passed first time after about 10 professional lessons, but I also drove to work every day with my dad, says Pingu Concord. Failed my car test twice, says World True Crime. Passed my class 1 first time when I was 21. No longer do it. Desk job now. Phew.
Look, I got it all on the other one.
Well done. Well done. Truth teller. You at your age would have a class 2 inherently, grandfather rights. It's not class 2. It is 7.5 ton is grandfather rights, which changed, I think, in 97. So you pass your test before 97, and you have up to 7.5 ton as part of your license. And, they took that away. And that's... oh, yeah, many people will learn to drive something like that relatively easy just by going out and doing it. But, I've seen some terrible 7.5 ton drivers. In fact, you might say that they're some of the worst, because you're getting a 7.5 ton from driving a van. And you quickly, very, very quickly learn the size of it, learn how big it actually is, and then drive it like a car. And that's not a good thing at all. See an awful lot of lorry drivers going a bit too quickly for the conditions. And also you see them doing this thing where they drive exactly the same in the wet as what they do in the dry. I had vegan lamb last night. Well, to be precise, the lamb was vegan prior to being butchered. The BL swirl. Yes, straight from class 1 from a car.
Look, I did it.
Well, there's not... The difference between a 7.5 tonner and a proper class 2 isn't just the weight, but it can be length as well, and height and width. Although the the actual box on the back is the same width. The cab will
Well, you
be
could stop
narrower.
in there. Yeah.
But when you got a really, really wide
It's really
cab,
hard. I don't
it does feel a lot different.
Spaces in the mirrors.
Um,
I did. You put them in there. Yeah.
Okay. What was I going to say then? I was going to say something really interesting and really important, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, that's it. One of the first things I had to do when I just passed my class 2, and I've been driving the 7.5 tonne around at work, which sort of become about as easy as driving a car that was a lot bigger, was to go and hire a 26 tonner from Salford Van Hire. And this was huge. And the other thing as well is the length of it meant the turning circle was completely rubbish. And I came out of there, first going this, I come out to where what's that arena in Manchester?
I'll tell you.
All right, well, you should go upstairs and shouldn't you? It is 10:30. It is sleepy time, isn't it, eh? Come on, off you go. Anyway, yeah, I come out of these traffic lights and I suddenly realised I didn't have enough turn in the wheel to actually get me around properly. So the very first time I had to do the slight backup manoeuvre, and then I realised after that you've got to take every single junction with that consideration. And I did that in my training, but the truck that I did the training was much, much shorter. So I went straight into possibly the longest rigid vehicle you could get. Anyway, it is 10:30, so it's about time I just wound this up a little bit and just assume that what I've made to eat is going to be very, very nice indeed. The hardest thing I've ever driven is any car with my missus in it, ex-missus. Simone says, must as I see plenty of cars cutting roundabouts, even decent size ones, buses, even decent sized ones. Trucks and buses, I understand, due to their size. Well, that is exactly it. Trucks and buses and things like those have to use the road differently. And one thing I see an awful lot of is if you've got like 2 lanes at a two lanes at a roundabout, or indeed traffic lights. If you're in a big vehicle, you're actually supposed to occupy both lanes unless it's going straight on, because of the possibility of someone coming up the side of you and then you turn out and the back end catching. So you're going to turn left, you go into the right lane, or at least you cover that right lane, because otherwise you get stuck and you can't go anywhere. And car drivers will just carry on just going past you as if it's really not their problem. I'm glad I'm off the road and in the yard now, says Barry. Supposedly, if you cut a mini roundabout and the police see you, they can issue with a fine per tyre that fouls the roundabout. Ah, right. Oh, you're right. I see, truth teller. Right, thank you. Thank you. Good try when you said you passed second time. Is this real? More in the house trolling. Okay, listen, you two. I'm just finishing up here. Okay? Okay. I'll come up and see you in a minute. Do your children, every time you tell a story, to be bull? No, it's just that I have made some stories up just for entertainment purposes for them, and now they assume that everything I tell them isn't true. Everyone in here search first generation 9-die Tuscan and tell me what you think about it. I failed my first driving instructor test due to 2 morons driving up behind me, speeding up a steep downhill section of road. What?
Mum's going to bed as well, she said.
All right, I'll be up in a minute.
Aren't you going to bed?
Oh, Puddy Cat's here right at the last moment. Yeah, but it's too late. It's too late because I'm finishing up anyway.
No, can you please just answer his questions and say hello?
Right, Puddy Cat, welcome, and we are going, I'm afraid.
Right now?
Mm.
No, just stay a bit longer.
No. I'm going. So it's good night from me.
Puddy Cat!
Yeah, they've been asking for your Puddy Cat, but you wasn't here. Anyway, it is time for me to go. So, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you. I have a fan club, says Puddy Cat. Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hang on, who's that? That's somebody new as well. Peyton, really good. See you all. It's been emotional, says Truth Teller. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you for comments, and thanks for not pressing the unlike. Bye bye for now.